Hello and welcome. I have Aishwarya with me. Congratulations, Aishwarya. You qualified your NET exam in June 2018. How are you feeling about this success?
First of all, thank you so much, Garima, for having me on this platform. I feel absolutely wonderful about it because this is a really tough exam to crack. Of course, more than 7 to 8 lakh people appear for this exam every year. So being one of those chosen ones, it really does feel great, and I'm very happy to be talking to you here today.
So, tell us more about yourself. Where were you born and where did you pursue your education from?
Okay, so I originally belong to Sirsa in Haryana, and I did my graduation in English literature from Hindu College, Delhi University. Post that, I continued with Delhi University for my masters as well. I was studying in Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Khalsa College, so I also topped the college in my masters. And my first attempt for NET happened while I was pursuing my masters in my third semester. So that attempt I did not qualify, but then I gave a second attempt immediately after completing my masters, and that is the one in which I qualified NET. That is the June 2018 attempt.
And what made you think about giving the NET exam? What is your motivation behind giving this exam?
So Garima, I'll tell you, my background is I come from an academic family. My parents are both professors. My grandparents were professors and principals. So at some level, this was just the natural course for me. I loved the lifestyle of professors. I loved the way they create impact in the lives of their students. I love the way that, even if you meet an old student of yours 20 years down the line, how that person will still remember you and, will remember all the good things that you have taught them. So I think for me, it was just the best of the career options that I could have. It's easy, it's good paying, it's stable, and then it is great in terms of job satisfaction. So in every regard, teaching was the one great job option for me. So of course, the natural course was through qualifying NET. So I was never a research-oriented person. So taking the long path, doing a PhD, and then landing a job, that was never part of the plan. So it was very clear for me that as soon as I complete my masters, this NET paper has to be cleared, no matter what, so that I land a job immediately. So that's how it worked for me.
Sounds very organic to you. And so have things changed around you after qualifying NET? Do you see new opportunities and more in terms of your career and future?
So I think it's a very important question in today's scenario because, of course, because of the COVID situation, we all are. A lot of people are dealing with a lot of crisis with regard to their career options. So let me just tell you that after qualifying NET, it does really open a lot of gateways for you, not just as professors or as lecturers or researchers, but in today's atmosphere where digital is the order of the day, you do also get so many other opportunities to work as online educators, online tutors. You can create content online, you can be digital marketers, etc. So let me just tell you that I was a fresh postgraduate when I qualified my NET, and after completing my masters and after having qualified the paper, within 6 months I landed my first job as an assistant professor. So that was a life-changing experience, of course, because I was just 23 years old and I was already working as a permanent faculty in a college. A few months down the line, I also started teaching at Unacademy, which is one of the greatest online learning platforms in India today. And I worked there as an English educator for UGC NET category. So like I said, this paper, it does open a lot of avenues for you because even for Unacademy, my basic criterion to be able to teach there was that I should have qualified my NET because I was going to teach for NET at the end of the day. So that really opened up a lot of opportunities for me. And I still look at a lot of opportunities for people who do not want to take up the traditional professor or lecturer job. So what they do is that they create online academic courses for all these online platforms. So even that is a great opportunity that I think people can go for. And for me, I think since qualifying NET, my life has taken a 360-degree turn, and it's been a great journey personally and professionally. And I would like to tell people out there that NET, it does not restrict you to these to the teaching job or the research based job. It does open up a lot of other avenues as well.
That is amazing, Aishwarya. So as an educator who is teaching other people how to qualify NET, what are the top 3 tips or advice that you will give to someone who's sitting for this exam?
Well, of course, there can be a lot of advices at the end of the day with this exam. But I think my top 3 would be, first would be to find the right kind of source and to invest all your time in it. So that is something that happened with me and Human Peritus. I ordered the material for paper 1 just 10 to 15 days before the exam. And I can tell you surely that when I looked at the question paper, and let me tell you, I had a very skewed up time management in paper 1. But whatever I was able to score, it was only because of the fact that the material on Human Peritus was so applicable on the day of my exam that I was able to relate to the questions very quickly. So in a single glance, I was able to identify the kind of question that was being asked, and I was very quick in answering them. So it was all because of the fact that I chose the right material for the exam, and I invested my time wisely and smartly on it. So that would be my first advice: to find the right source, not to waste your time on wrong material, on wrong books, and to study smartly using that material. Second would be to have a thorough look at the 10-year question paper. Very simply because the scope and syllabus for UGC NET, it's quite vast, and humanly it's not possible to cover the whole syllabus in that much of given time or stipulated time. Because most of us, we are either working professionals who are sitting for the exam, or either we are studying. So time management gets really messed up in that case. So I really suggest everybody to go through the 10-year question papers beforehand, so that you exactly know what kind of questions you are dealing with and how your preparation should be. In order to create a strategy, you must know the background of the questions. So that is, of course, again, really important. The third and the last one would be to, in paper 1 especially, is to keep your practice amped up in order to manage your time on the final exam. Because some people, what they do is that they only look at material in a very easy breezy manner, and they don't solve questions on paper. They don't sit for test series or stuff like that. It's really important to test your knowledge somewhere. So you can order material from somewhere. So even Human Peritus, I mean, with my course, there were some sample papers that were also sent to me. So right before the exam, 1 whole week I was practicing on those sample papers only. And that really helped me to manage my time on the final day, and it really helped me to come in pace with the exam. So that would be my third and final advice: to really practice your knowledge somewhere before sitting for the final exam.
Those were some very useful words there, Aishwarya, and thank you for taking out time and speaking with us. And we wish you all the best for your future endeavors, your teaching career, and everything that is in store for you. Thank you so much for connecting.
So kind of you, Garima. Thank you so much for having me again, and it was a pleasure interacting with you. Thank you so much.